Buenas tardes and welcome to my game training journal. To clear out my phone, I am using an old quote. On good days work out, on bad days work out harder by Greg Burnham. By that he means that when you're having a bad day, it feels like training is harder than it should be, but you need to keep going because when you recover, it will make you that much stronger. On Sunday, September 1st, 2024, I felt like I wasn't as well as I should be, so instead of going as hard as I could, I mostly practiced my memory games and I was crushing my Pilates ring while I was watching some old shows for exercises. Okay, an old message of the week I've recorded is don't punish people for telling you the truth, from Scenario Jones. By that he means, let's see, basically don't shoot the weatherman because you don't like the weather that is coming by. Although the weatherman has been quite unreliable, so don't punish. So you need to use your own logic to find out what the right course of goal is instead of looking around. Okay. On Monday, September 7th, 2024, I believed that my gamification training is not enough due to my faulty memory. In an attempt to remind myself, I was going to go for rotoscoping to draw sparring. For those that don't know, rotoscoping is a type of tracing in which you add artistic flair afterwards. Sure, I can download an image of sparring online, but someone made a mess of things, and it's faster to do it myself. After trying some rotoscoping a number of times, I found that I can't make my photos fit so that I can use the rotoscoping skill, so I mostly used my phone as a model for what I wanted to draw. And because the system that I was using was faulty, I sent them a message so that they could resolve the issue as soon as I could. After I finished drawing the artwork, I posted them everywhere in my apartment and gave a copy to the Dojang to help inspire people to do better. On Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024, I found out that I did one more chin-up than the day before, and I lost a pound even though I didn't maximize my game training. It didn't take me long to realize that by keeping a blog like this, I can hold myself responsible for my own actions. My first task was doing the dishes. And even though we have a dishwasher, it's become unreliable, so I felt like this kid from a commercial in which the kid says, "My mommy washes the dishes before she puts them in the dishwasher, so what does the dishwasher do?" Okay, and after I've done most of the dishes, my phone was singing "Feed Me" from the Little Rock of Horrors, which reminded me to water the plants. And along the way to class, I had picked up some soda cans and bottles along the way. And in class number 37, I found that my sparring and black belt combinations needed to work. Okay, and I haven't been watching my videos or practiced my boxing game correctly. The quote of the week is, "Don't spar to win, spar to learn to win," from Matt Frank. By that he means that you need to build up your skills so that you can win. When we were then told that we should use dynamic difficulty in our training. And by dynamic difficulty, it means we should train on how hard we believe our maximum is. But because if we train too hard or too lightly, it will backfire horribly. And I was told this story about this guy that would fail miserably while training, but he'd dominate in tournaments. When asked, he was told that he said that he was practicing his weakest moves so that when people in tournaments tried to aim for his weaknesses, they couldn't find any. How he could keep track of all those moves, I haven't a faintest unless he kept a giant notebook. Watching the Jiu-Jitsu class, the moves are the crossover step to takedown, the Ushimida takedown to armbar, the knee to stomach, and then the gi choke. Okay. To improve my sparring, I played the game's ARMS for the Nintendo Switch using motion controls for an hour. While I was waiting for online matches, I was practicing my punches to make sure I was using good techniques. Afterwards, I have started working on a comic that I was meaning to do for a while, but it took longer than expected to draw. It took longer than expected for me to draw the outlines and start coloring. On September 4th, 2024, I started my morning with watering the plants, followed by doing the dishes by hand. Afterwards, I played the boxing game's ARMS for an hour to improve my hand-eye coordination, which would help in sparring. Unfortunately, the online matches were not very active, so I spent most of the time stretching and practicing some of my moves. And then I spent about 3 hours working on that comic I have planned to do a while, but didn't have time to do while I was testing. When my smartphone alarm went off, I got on my bicycle to get some pre-training with Stephanie. She was having some problems with her kick, so I did some research and found some exercises that should help her out. Class number 38, and I believed that my performance was bad due to my failure to maximize my training. And I believe this is today, September 5th, 2024. I started my morning by doing 51 chin-ups, which was a few more than yesterday, followed by watering the plants and putting away the dishes. After I put away the dishes, I noticed how dirty the kitchenware was, so I focused on cleaning it up. Afterwards, I've made some pasta salad with salmon, which I got the idea from an episode of Food Theory. In the episode, they proved that chicken soup is actually good for you, and they found a way to improve it. And after I've done cooking, I finished the comic that I've mentioned earlier, and as a thank you for the person who gave me the comment, and muchas gracias for you. And please leave a comment and a question below, and I will do my best to answer. And until next time, hasta la vista.